Hello folks, I'm L.A. Little and this is today's short take. With a widely anticipated OPEC meeting tomorrow, the question is what will it mean? What will happen? What will take place? Will oil shoot up? Will all stocks go up? Let's take a look at the Neoclassical view of it and see if there's any take there. And to do that, we'll look at three ETFs. We'll look at the large cap integrated oils, which is the XLE. If we look at them on a short and intermediate term time frame, we can get some sense as to potentially what's going on here. And so looking at it on a short term time frame on the XLE, you've got swing point lows down here, swing point highs up above, primarily in this area. So this is the range that's being traded in. And really there's not enough information here to tell you which way this is going to go. Is it going to break to the top side? Are you going to get this breakout, or are you going to get the breakout to the downside? The fact that there's two swing point lows on this time frame, and those swing point lows come in around $65. If you move over and look at it on the weekly, you don't have a swing point low at that time frame, so whatever move takes place is not going to be on multiple time frames. So in other words, this thing could gyrate down, test into this gap area, and then simply bounce right back up. I would say that on this particular chart there is volume at the lows, and you also have a bearish retest regenerate that's trying to take place on the weekly time frame, and that is that you tested into the breakdown area, couldn't hold it, pushed back down. The only way that you have to look at this chart is you can't believe that there's a push higher until you get above that high on that prior swing point low. That would give you the information that this market really has probably put in a bottom. If we look over at like the oil and gas exploration, you have the same thing. Swing point lows here, swing point highs up above. So in other words, another range trade. Here again, you come into the swing point low. Price point over there is 41.63. You got as high as 40.82. So you tried to come into it, you're trying to regenerate lower off that test. Not enough information to know which way this one's going to break either. And finally, if we look at the oil services, the OIH, here, same story. It's the same story on all of these charts. And that is that you have swing point lows underneath, highs above. If this market's going to break higher, it has to come out of this range and break to the upside and break down what are bearish structures up above that it's tested into and has been unable to get over. You can see it with the red on the TA Today charts, showing you that this has troubles in this area. And until you see a trade up here, you don't know that a bottom's in. So what do you typically do? Well, you stay with the trend until the trend ends. That trend is down on all time frames across all the oil sectors. When you get the move above here that sticks, then you probably really got a bottom. Can you speculate? Sure, everybody can. Is the odds with you? No, they're not. So you have to pick some great charts if you're going to speculate. That is today's short take.